On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Headache.
Pain in the head, someone or something that causes anxiety or trouble.
Examples:
Headache accompanied by fever. Bit of a headache. This pill will relieve your headaches immediately.
Swallow.
To make food, drink, pills, etc., pass down your throat into your stomach. Noun, small long-winged songbird noted for swift, graceful flight and the regularity of its migrations.
Examples:
Swallow a handful of pills. A swallowtail. I swallowed my anger and kept quiet.
Aspirin.
A drug used to reduce pain, fever, and inflammation.
Examples:
Prescribe aspirin. Aspirin sensitivity. She took a tablet of aspirin to soothe the fever.
Stomach.
The internal organ in the body where food is digested, situated in the abdomen, the part of the body below the chest that contains the stomach.
Examples:
Upset stomach. Stomach virus. I have a stomach ache after overeating junk food.
Intestine.
A long, tube-like organ in the digestive system that is responsible for absorbing nutrients from food and eliminating waste products.
Examples:
Large intestine. Intestine wall. The small intestine is responsible for absorbing most of the nutrients from food.
Painless.
Causing little or no physical discomfort, not causing pain or discomfort.
Examples:
Painless childbirth. Painless procedure. Thanks to the new dental anesthesia technique, filling is now painless.
Medication.
A drug or other form of medicine that treats, prevents, or alleviates the symptoms of the disease.
Examples:
Antibiotic medication. Medication by mouth. The pharmacist not only prescribes the medication but also guides its proper use.
Downside.
The negative aspects or consequences of something, the potential for loss or failure.
Examples:
Major downside. Downside of globalization. The downside of the new policy was that it would be more expensive for customers.
Dilution.
The process of making something weaker, less concentrated, or less potent by adding or mixing in other substances. The act of reducing the strength or impact of an idea, principle, or tradition.
Examples:
Dilution of power. Dilution of the original message. The dilution of the chemical solution weakened its strength.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
HIV.
Abbreviation for Human Immunodeficiency Virus, a virus that attacks the body's immune system and can lead to acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, AIDS, primarily transmitted through unprotected sexual activities, blood transfusions, and sharing contaminated needles.
Examples:
HIV prevention. HIV testing. Regular testing is crucial to monitor the progression of HIV in individuals.
Virus.
A tiny infectious organic material that causes disease in people, animals, and plants.
Examples:
Spread of the virus. A strain of virus. An infected person in the hospital will likely pass the virus to others.
Adverse.
Unfavorable or harmful.
Examples:
Adverse circumstances. Adverse reaction. The adverse weather conditions forced us to cancel the outdoor event.
Dilute.
To make a substance less concentrated by adding a liquid or another substance to it.
Examples:
Dilute acid with water. Dilute a great idea. She diluted the concentrated juice with water.
Viral.
Relating to or caused by a virus.
Examples:
Fight viral infections. Detect a viral code. This device can more accurately detect viral pathogens.
Reservoir.
A natural or artificial lake used to store water for community use, a large or extra supply of something.
Examples:
A reservoir of facts. Water reservoir. The machine pumps up crude oil from a deep underground reservoir.
Lymph.
A colorless fluid containing white blood cells that carry waste matter away from body tissue and help to prevent infections from spreading.
Examples:
Lymph vessel. Lymph flow. There was a massive swelling of the lymph nodes.
Nod.
To lower and raise one's head, sometimes several times, as to show approval, agreement, greeting, or confirmation.
Examples:
Nod at each other. Nod courteously. She nodded quietly in response to the question.
Nervous.
Worried and anxious about something, relating to the nerves.
Examples:
Development of the nervous system. Get nervous. He suffers from nervous breakdowns.
Lung.
Either of the two organs in the chest that people and some animals use for breathing.
Examples:
Lung capacity. Do lung transplantation. He has terminal lung cancer.
Consistent.
Always behaving or happening in the same way, or having the same thoughts, standards, etc.
Examples:
Do on a consistent basis. Get consistent results. You are not consistent in your behavior.
Therapy.
The act of caring for someone through medication, remedial training, etc.
Examples:
Therapy for a patient. Field of gene therapy. I underwent aversion therapy for my addiction to alcohol.
Discontinue.
To cease or stop doing something, to interrupt or terminate something that is already ongoing or in progress.
Examples:
Discontinue a service. Discontinue a project. The company has decided to discontinue the production of its unpopular product line.
Infect.
To affect a person, an animal, or a plant with a disease-causing organism.
Examples:
Infect other animal species. Infect a computer with a virus. Children often infect parents with this head cold.
Laser.
A device that emits powerful and narrow light that can be used as a tool to cut metal through a process of optical amplification.
Examples:
Laser printer. Pulse laser. The company holds patents on core components of laser jet printers.
Dentistry.
The branch of medicine that is concerned with the study, diagnosis, prevention, and treatment of diseases, disorders, and conditions of the oral cavity and associated structures, including teeth, gums, and jaws. The profession or practice of a dentist.
Examples:
Cosmetic dentistry. Pediatric dentistry. I have an appointment at the dentistry clinic for a checkup and cleaning.
Diabetes.
A medical condition in which the body cannot produce enough insulin to control the glucose levels in the blood.
Examples:
Juvenile diabetes. Diabetes patient. My father was tested for diabetes.
Healing.
The process of becoming or making somebody or something well again.
Examples:
Natural healing ability. Part of the healing process. Each ancient tribe has its healing traditions.
Surgery.
Medical treatment of injuries or diseases involving an incision with instruments and often removing or replacing some parts of the body, the branch of medical science that treats disease or injury by operative procedures.
Examples:
Cardiac surgery. The professor of surgery. He had undergone heart surgery years before.
Imaginable.
Capable of being imagined.
Examples:
Easily imaginable. Worst imaginable case. This is the only imaginable strategy.
Transport.
A system for moving people or products from one location to another using automobiles, roads, and so on.
Examples:
Transport facilities. Access to public transport. Enhanced rail transportation is crucial for our business.
Pulse.
The regular heartbeat as it sends blood around the body, especially when it is felt at the wrist or side of the neck, a solid regular vibration of sound, electric current, light, or other waves.
Examples:
A weak pulse. Pulse waves. The cardiac monitor displays the intensity of your pulse.
Poke.
To push or prod with a sharp object or the finger.
Examples:
Poke around the desk. Poke a fire. They poked fun at each other's jokes, laughing and teasing.
Drill.
A tool or machine used for making round holes or driving fasteners, a training or practice.
Examples:
The drill hit the well. Fire drill. Several military drill programs have become popular methods of exercise.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
Immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Beam.
A long, sturdy piece of timber, metal, or other material used to support a structure or span a distance, a ray or stream of light emitted by a source.
Examples:
Beam of light. A structural beam of a building. The sun's beam shone through the window and illuminated the room.
Membrane.
A soft, thin layer that forms animal or vegetable tissue.
Examples:
Cell membranes. Nuclear membrane. Loud noises might harm the fragile ear membrane.
Immerse.
To become fully involved in a particular activity, to dip or submerge in a liquid, especially so that they or it are entirely covered.
Examples:
Immerse the cloth in the dye. Completely immerse the ingredient. He immersed himself in his research.
Liquid.
A substance, such as water or oil that flows freely, and is neither a solid nor a gas.
Examples:
Colorless liquid. Hazardous liquid. The sponge takes up the liquid well.
Pierce.
To cut or make a way through with a sharp instrument.
Examples:
Pierce the armored shells. Pierce a mystery. The extreme cold pierced our bones.
Microsecond.
1 millionth equals 0.000001 of a second.
Examples:
At a microsecond rate. 10 millimeters per microsecond. This process all happens within a microsecond.
Induce.
To persuade someone to do something, to cause to act in a specific manner.
Examples:
Induce a crisis. Induce him to see a doctor. The lack of sleep induces both physical and psychological diseases.
Tube.
A cylindrical container of metal, plastic, glass, etc., usually sealed and used as a means of preserving food or chemicals, a hollow cylindrical shape.
Examples:
A capillary tube. A glass tube. The tube train was packed with commuters during rush hour.
Petri.
Petri dish, a small, clear, and round dish with a lid used in laboratories, especially for growing bacteria.
Examples:
Petri dish test. Bacteria on petri dishes. Glass petri dishes are used to culture microorganisms.
Device.
A piece of equipment, tool, or technology that serves a particular purpose or function, often mechanical or electronic.
Examples:
Electronic device. Tracking device. I always carry a backup device in case my phone runs out of battery.
Incision.
A sharp cut made in something with a sharp tool, especially during a medical procedure.
Examples:
Incision tool. Small incision. Patients undergoing incisional surgery are often put to sleep by anesthesia.
Infection.
A condition in which pathogenic microorganisms or viruses have entered the body.
Examples:
A bacterial infection. Treat the infection with antibiotics. Hospitals must meet various standards to prevent nosocomial infections.
Meander.
To wander or roam aimlessly or leisurely, to follow a winding or circuitous course, as a river or road.
Examples:
Meander down the river. Meander aimlessly. We decided to meander through the park and enjoy the scenery.
Sprinkler.
A device that sprays water over a large area used especially for watering crops or gardens or for firefighting.
Examples:
Road sprinkler. Sprinkler irrigation. The sprinkler system kept the lawn green and healthy.
Eradicate.
To get rid of or destroy something completely, especially something bad.
Examples:
Eradicate the deficit. Eradicate racial discrimination. We are trying to eradicate this disease from the world.